A tiny hamlet of 185 households, the village of Mimi lies in the northeastern border of Nagaland. It falls under the Saramati mountain belt and is a neighbor to Myanmar. The journey from the capital Kohima to Mimi is an arduous 363 kilometers. Inaccessibility has left it fairly untouched by the world outside. Life here is one of sturdy perseverance, where toil is a part of everyday living. With the advent of education, more people are leaving the village to seek other avenues. But for the majority who stay behind, agriculture is their main sustenance. They work year-round in their fields and grow a variety of crops.
नाम तो बेसी गौ ना पड़े वो होले भी अमन नाम तो अलग अलग था कि ना ने होले तो असोल थाने ना भी कोई बेटी खान होगा ना और मेज खान मिलियट और कुछ खान लोकल लाइफ बियास खान की लगाए था कि ना
अब ते बुस्ती मानो खान किमान जोन निशना खेती दी जाए
तो बच्चा खान भी जाए कौन बेरावा बड़े तो खान भी जाए खेती तो और बुरा बुरी खान बेसी बुरा बुरी ना होले तो खान भी सब जाए तो.
Though not a very widely practiced art anymore, pottery is still made by a few people. Using clay that is locally available, the pots are made in a variety of sizes to be used domestically. They are utilized for cooking and storing such things as grain, water and rice beer.
Itu tai bra chania tu itu forefather bra guri thagise tu itu sai loikna tai panai thagise aro tai na chania tu itu papa ma khan itu poila papa khan hi tai khan ge tai huti na dai chani loise poila bra itu gurina aha itu tai poila bra chania itu ase kuse
to tar achikali paja kha gibi takhan iniga panabole higai na higai
sirang ze nonor ka Sichala Trembalir ka Dobjile ma Dobjina ye.
Ari na machina snow toko Chashaka Pashika, Lerari Chashaka.
Achigali do Bajakan do Sutalaga, Capra, Hita can be she in dress tage, Holibi, Unubadu Matilaga, itu Bajakan be Unubadu, itu Matilaga be Tibra, itu Higade, Aro Bishipatu, itu Matilabi Banaya Sibushi.
As life goes on all around, the monotony of the village does see a break in it. Twice a year, there is an occasion that brings about a change in the energy of the people. It is the time when the harvesting of wild rock bees takes place. Once in summer and another in early winter, the cliffs in and around the area are abuzz with activity. Today is one such day. But on this day, they have visitors to witness this occasion. The members of the Nagaland Beekeeping and Honey Mission are on their way to see how the rock bees of this area are harvested. The team consists of 11 members, one for each district, and is headed by a team leader. The Honey Mission was formed in 2007 with personnel and officers drawn from different departments. The team is on a mission to discover the ancient art of rock bee hunting and to interact with the local people. They are here not only to witness the harvest, but also to see what needs to be done to keep this tradition alive.
The beehive which we are going to harvest now, that is the glyph. We have 34 hives there. 34 hives. And we are going to harvest that one.
Everything? We'll be harvesting everything?
Yeah, it will take around 2 days to harvest almost all.
Oh.
Because it's not that easy, no? We are using all the indigenous methods. We don't have any scientific technology as of know-how about it, how to harvest it.
The trek to the site where the hives are located is not an easy one. Rock bees take up residence in inhospitable and rugged cliffs, and reaching them is difficult. Cutting through the jhum fields, which due to the terrain are at an incline, makes walking a feat. Once you enter the forest, you discover that the climb to the jungle floor is even more difficult. One has to be sure-footed on the slippery path that is not only steep but consists of loose soil. The thicket of the forest gradually clears to reveal the rock face where the hives are located. The honey gatherers are already hard at work weaving the bamboo ladder to be used later by the hunters. The strength of the ladder is of great concern, since the lives of the hunters depend on the materials used and the precision of the craftsmanship. Great care is taken to ensure that nothing is amiss.
Instead of using a knife, they use this for scraping the honey and even to cut the comb. And this is the thing they are going to make it afterwards. It will be prepared. This will be the only wood that will adjust the basket to collect the comb and the honey. Okay, and afterwards, this is the indigenous filter. This is what they filter the comb and all, the crushed comb, the pollens and all. They used to filter with this. They don't use anything beyond this one, which is made of iron or anything, but locally available materials from the jungle. Hey ho, oh hey, hey 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 ho, hello ya ho, hey ho oh hey, yeah hey ho, hello yo, hey.
Itu pata tu hele oi lami kan forefather bra itu pi loa dande itu del khuri julai dibo aro itu khuri lagai dibo itu bisede itu lagai dibo itu lagai di na aro thonga du bishi uthibo aro itu taila pi la ama khan du hele sap khedabo aro manungge bi na kamulbo lobo lebi ekdam bhal bra lobo aro manungge bi iman tok na babo itu hele aro ami khan tur chakar bra bi ane aro kidiaba usor bra bi ane itu julai nahi khedai nahi loi ami khan do.
To create a thick swirl of smoke at the base of the cliff, dry leaves and twigs are gathered. A particular plant, believed to make the bees docile, is used in this process.
They'll fly away for some time. So during that time, they'll come down and then they'll start harvesting it. After this initial period, they'll again make a big bonfire here. They'll constantly make fire here till the end of this harvesting.
Idu kabla rasta bna wole roshi bi amahan bishi idu roshi du jangol la roshi amahan use kure idu roshi bi yepho aman gotha bra idu yepho go idu jangol de ekdam roshi du ole ekdam takat idu yepho idu bra hi idu kabla laga bamboo khan binde aro khuri khan binde dosa roshi du ole iman use na kure man amahan idu roshi dade kabla idu binde adam de yepho itu ye phugo goile mane itu jangal la roshi ma jode ekdam itu tokot strong thaga itu roshi bra hi itu khabla tu rasta bane roshi tu bra.
Halfway up the rock face, a scaffolding is built using bamboo and jungle vines. This dangerously perched bridge is used as a walkway for the harvesters to light another fire right beneath the hives, doubly ensuring that the bees swarm away. The smoke rises, but is hurriedly blown away by a stiff breeze. It does not reach the hives above to create any significant change. The hunters believe it is the wrong hour for the smoking and abandon their task until the next day. As night falls, the village folk gather to spend a relaxing evening together. They welcome the guests and give them a glimpse into their way of life. Elders of the village tell stories of legend and valor and pass down folklore by word of mouth. There is no written record to construct the origin of the Nagas, but this oral tradition is how the tales of a people are kept alive for the future generations. They also talk about a time when ancient rituals were performed before a harvest to appease the spirits of the land. The spirits were believed to own the rock besides, and their blessings were sought for a plentiful and safe harvest. Sacrificial offerings of animals, along with food and wine, were left at the desired hunting sites for the spirits. But with animism no longer practiced, rituals and rites are a thing of the past. What happens nowadays is just an act of informing fellow honey gatherers of the impending harvest. The next day, the hunt resumes. As the fire is lit at the base of the cliff, everyone waits with bated breath to see if the smoke rises. And today it does. Once the bees have left their hives, the hunters are ready to begin. The lives of the honey gatherers hangs by a ladder tethered to a tiny rock on the cliff. One scout is sent down to test the strength of the ladder. The absolute fearlessness of the hunters makes one wonder about the immense courage they possess. At a site like this, where the number of hives are numerous, ownership is a shared commodity. Tradition dictates that siting of a new hive entitles the person to its ownership. But when the hives are too many for one family to harvest, other families are asked to join in to lighten the load of gathering the honey. These hives then remain in one's family forever, where one generation inherits it from another. Amidst the swarming bees, the harvester is hard at work. Most of the honey gatherers claim to be immune to the bee stings and do not seem bothered by them. Once the bees have been smoked out of their hives, he starts to scrape away the comb with a rudimentary blade-like tool. After the comb has fallen, the honey chamber is exposed and the honey starts dripping. This honey is then collected in the basket which the hunter positions under the hive.
This is the colony which has abandoned, thrown away. They left. Even here we can see in the cell there is a brood, which consists of this larva, pupa, and egg. So this will come out again. This baby will come out, but there won't be any queens, or there won't be any this one colony, proper colony. But the other colony may come and join.
Basketfuls of honey are lowered time and again, and the hunt continues for the rest of the day. The duration of a hunt varies from harvest to harvest, depending on the amount of honey that is available. The combs that have fallen are all collected in one spot. Then, using a traditional filter, the excess honey is collected. Everyone gets to taste the fresh honey. The extraction of wax is an important part of the gathering process. In the olden days, 2 basketfuls of wax could fetch 1 mithun. Though not used for bartering nowadays, it still is of monetary value in the market. Itu kiman kg ase itu ikta? Boil kora do?
Itu ikta de 20 taka, nole 30 taka.
Pani grom ra boil guse to ite ami.
Shortcut.
As the hunt comes to an end, the hunters gather their bounty and head back to the village. The amount of honey gathered this time round fell below expectations. Speculations for the reason why this was were many. But this will not deter the hunters from returning once again to the cliff where they hang so precariously for their lives as well as their tradition.
আজি আমাখান কিনেগা এটো মুটো ওলাইছে আমাখান দেখি লইছে না এটো আমাখান নাগাল্যান্ড বি কিপিং আৰু হানি মিশন মাৰা আপনাখান কাৰণে কি কৰি দিলে আজন খুশি হ'ব কি কৰি দিলে তো মুটো বেছি হ'ব কি কৰি দিলে তো আপনি খান বি এটো সস্তা পৰা এটো খান তো মুটো আৰু মু লাগা পানীটো ওলাব পাৰিব আপনি আমাখান লগতে ক'ব পাৰিব
মাইখান আৰাম কৰিবলৈ কিবা কিবি ঠিক ইমান টক নাপায় খানে ল'বলৈ তো কোৱা নিচিনা হাতে আপুনি খান আজি দেখিছে কি লৈ খান আমি খান ইউজ কৰি থাকিছে এইটো খানটো ৰছী পৰাহে বনাই চৰ্টি পুছি যায় আৰু পাম্পু উঠাই নাপাৰে আৰু এইটোতো তেল খুৰি পৰা বনাইছে পুছি যায় ভাঙি যায় এইটো পৰা
As the team extends their support to the local people, will the incentives that they provide be sufficient to sustain this practice for the younger generation? Or will it become a part of legend and folklore?
নাপাৰে এইটো পৰা এইটো বি হালকা বনাবলৈ মন আছে আমি কিন্তু এইটো বি না ভাঙিবলৈ অৰিজিনেল বনালে ভাল আছে আৰু ৰাস্তা বি এনেকা ৰাখাংছে না ৰাস্তা বি সদায় আহিব গ'লে ৰাস্তা বি ভাল বনাখানে
The hope for a better tomorrow lies in what we do today. With great care, we have to pass on what we ourselves inherited, so that the tradition of our ancestors are preserved not only in art and song, but also in the spirit of our people.